I'm going to introduce you to Mark Littlewood, a man who looks like the love child of Paul Whitehouse and Simon Pegg. Mark is from a think tank called the Institute of Economic Affairs, or the IEA for short. In this clip, he's reacting to criticism of the gig economy.
He seems to think, and the argument around the gig economy, is that we're still trapped in some battle between the workers and the business owners, and that there's an unfair balance here. And all of these poor people who are delivering fast food or takeaways or are driving people around competing against black cabs, these people are being undermined and not being treated fairly in some way because the corporates won't give them rights. I think that's the wrong way to look at it. The gig economy is particularly fantastic for consumers.
The IEA is based here in 55 Tufton Street, Westminster, along with the other think tanks and lobby groups, the Taxpayers Alliance, the Office of Peter Whittle, the Adam Smith Institute, Leave Means Leave, the Global Warming Policy Foundation, Brexit Central, the Centre for Policy Studies and, as already mentioned, the Institute of Economic Affairs. These groups support privatising the NHS. They campaign against controls on junk food. They are against trade unions, defend zero-hour contracts. They want unpaid internships and tax havens. The IEA had strong links with Liz Truss and were attached through association to the disastrous mini-budget. Now, hindsight is a wonderful thing, especially when you can see people's predictions and gushing statements reduced to shit mere weeks after making them. Here, Mark shows why his think tank is more of a stink tank.
And here in the studio is the Director General of the Institute of Economic Affairs, Mark Littlewood. Interestingly, an old friend of Liz Truss.
From way back in the day, yes. I first met her at university nearly 30 years ago. We both met then in the Liberal Democrat Club at Oxford University, yes. Right. So, and she's ended up as a Conservative Prime Minister and I've ended up running a free market think tank. Been on a similar journey over the past 30 years.
Although she appointed you last year to her Strategic Trade Advisory Council.
That's
so you've
right.
been advising her. In recent weeks, have you been involved in putting these plans together for this emergency budget? Because obviously they've had to move very fast.
Yeah, no, we haven't been directly advising them on which taxes to cut, but Liz Truss has probably visited my think tank in the last 10 years more than any other politician in history. Right. I'd like to think that we've provided some of the intellectual groundwork for their thinking, which I think they've got broadly right.